Episode 321. Today we're talking about some standouts in yesterday's matchup between the Oilers and Stars, game three, and Edmonton dominant effort. And I thought the Stars, they had a good pushback throughout the game, especially throughout the second period, creating a lot of shot volume, creating a lot of chances. It was all Edmonton early on in the game, and they were able to control the majority of possession early on. And obviously guys like Connor McDavid had a multi-goal game. And also Zach Hyman had a multi-goal game. Those guys are really effective. Guys like Evander Kane and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins were effective. And I think it's always good when the Oilers, they don't have to rely excessively. Like if they can rely on just one of McDavid or Draisaitl instead of both, they're going to be dangerous, and they're going to be very, very dangerous typically. And when you don't usually see one of Draisaitl or McDavid in that mix, then it becomes so much easier to recognize the depth of the Oilers and the depth of their scoring and how they're able to produce offensively. So I think when it comes to Edmonton, how they're able to manage the game, the tempo, and they just do a great job of being able to do that with those guys, those depth guys who can contribute in all situations. And I think that's really important when you're talking about the impact that the depth guys can have. And obviously, the Oilers dealing with some like Connor Brown. I don't remember if he came back into the game, but he took a big hit early on, and that was a big issue. But I think for the most part, a lot of their guys were healthy, playing well, and a lot of their decors playing well and playing very physical too. Like the Wallman and Klingberg pair was really physical and really connected. I thought that was one of their best pairings. Evan Bouchard was obviously very effective too at 5-on-5 and the power play, just being able to manage the game, manage the tempo, and being able to produce, being able to make smart passes, crisp passes, and being able to do that on a regular basis was really important to his game. And I think when you're talking about Evan Bouchard, the thing that stands out the most is his shot and how he's able to shoot the puck with pace and with velocity. And he does a great job of doing that regularly. I think he's a guy you can definitely have in many different situations too. He's a 5-on-5 guy, but he can also play in the power play and he can just play in all situations. So he's a guy that's really key for them too. And but again, I think the Wallman Klingberg pair was really effective together at 5-on-5. They were physical, they were good on breakouts, they were good at reading off one another. They've been a really big surprise to me throughout the playoffs because coming into the playoffs, I didn't really expect, especially with the round one against the Kings that Jake Wallman had. I didn't really expect him to bounce back too heavily, but he's made a bounce back effort through the two rounds since and in the early stages of the conference finals. So he's been effective. He's been noticeable. And I think Klingberg has been the same. He's been able to manage the puck really well. He's been able to be that puck moving defenseman, not necessarily the same puck moving defenseman that we saw when he was playing in Dallas, but a guy who can still move the puck effectively, still break pucks out effectively, still be a one man rush when effective and consistently, and be a guy who can contribute in offensive situations too. So it's a great game from the Oilers, and they're going to look to take a 3-1 series lead come game four.